Today is World Blood Donor Day, and the worrying news is that fewer and fewer of us are giving blood each year. The Blood Service calculates they're losing around 3,000 donors a year. A tiny 4% of the population help replenish our blood stocks. It's a vital business. What are the potential implications of this slide? I'm joined now by Hilary Blacklock, a consultant haematologist based at Middlemore Hospital. Hilary's also the clinical advisor to the Bone Marrow Donor Program and the Leukemia and Blood Foundation. Hilary, it's lovely to have you here.
Thank you for inviting me.
Well, it's our pleasure. Blood is it for you, isn't it? You just work with blood.
It's my business. Blood is my business.
So what happens to all this blood that gets collected? Where does it typically go? What do you need it for?
Well, I'm here to thank all those donors who help save my patients every day in my hospital. It is like a miracle. You see people's lives being brought back from the brink, and some of those are accident victims, others have terrible diseases, some are bleeding to death at the time. And some are children, some are having chemotherapy. I've got one particular patient who's been kept alive for 25 years just by having blood transfusions.
Wow.
Every 3 weeks.
Wow.
So the donors out there are just fantastic.
Okay, so there's so many things that you're using blood for. Of course, you're at Middlemore, which does a lot of work with people who are hurt badly on State Highway 1 going in and out of Auckland, right?
Absolutely.
But then we're going right through to leukemia as well.
We are indeed.
Can you give me an example? What is the most demanding patient you've ever had in terms of the amount of blood they needed? Setting aside the person who's been getting it for 25 years.
I can remember a trauma victim who came in absolutely hosing blood. And do you know we needed 120 donations to save their life? And we did.
Wait a sec, so you needed blood from 120 different people?
120 people.
Wow.
So that is incredible. And you know, blood donors are heroes. They are every day saving lives. Now, sometimes they don't know about it, but I would like to encourage anybody who's given blood before. And there are a lot who've gone to school and been coaxed into giving...
Or university or whatever.
University.
Yeah, that's right. And so they start doing it as young people, then they move home and you lose them?
That's right, and we don't have their addresses. So what I would love them to do tonight, John, is to dial 0800 Give Blood and update their records. That would be fantastic.
Because what are the consequences if not enough people dial 0800 Give Blood? What are the consequences if you don't get the blood you need?
Well, we need a ready, steady supply. And I'll tell you, a really difficult time for us is over the Christmas holiday. What we would love everybody to do while they're, buying their presents is to go and give blood and give presents to other people.
Why is that difficult? Because people go away and
they go away and then they think, all right, I'm out of town. They're not available.
More trauma work over Christmas holidays too, with things like a lot more people on the roads and things.
Absolutely, it's all happens. And then you sort of middle of January, you're thinking, oh my goodness, we're getting a bit low here.
It's such a painless, easy thing to do, isn't it?
It is. It's fantastic. And do you know what? 4%, those 4% of the population. At some time in their lives, 80% of us in New Zealand need blood.
So 4% are keeping 80% in blood.
Absolutely. It's not good enough, is it?
It's not good enough.
No, not good enough.
It's 0800 Give Blood. It's a very simple message indeed.
Absolutely.
World Blood Donor Day. Today is a good day to start.
Thank you for
it's lovely
putting
to have
the
you on
message
the show.
across.
Well, good on you for the work you do, Hilary. Thanks for joining us. Hilary Blacklock, who is a haematologist